What's the hardest part of being a parent? It's corrupt or the corrupt cartel. And this is Fathers of YouTube. Hey, yay, yay, yer. Happy Father's Day, man. We here.
Coming for me, hope you ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head.
I am just like everyone else. I am a flawed man. I'll be the first one to tell you that I am a flawed man. There's a lot of things that I could do better in life. There's a lot of things that I am trying to tune in my life to be better, more efficient, even giving more attention, doing things that I have been lacking on. And I'm doing that every day of my life. So no matter what it is that I'm falling behind on at any given time, I am steadily trying to tune that up, to get in tune with where I need to be. There's a creator out here, man, named Rob Does Work. Shout out Rob Does Work, because he always says, no perfect people. Look, you ain't gonna find any perfect people. And definitely not right here on this screen. I am not that. I am definitely not that perfect person. But I am in the process of reconstructing in every manner. I've been a good dad. I could have been a better husband. I could have been a better lots of things, as could a lot of people. You know, as they say, man, be the first to cast the first stone. Cast the first stone. And as long as we are trying to better ourselves, man, we will continue to get there. All right, so look, let's get into this. It's hard to be a dad. It's hard to be a parent, a mother. Any of that. It's difficult. Any form of guardian, it is difficult to be. What's the hardest part for you? What's the hardest part of being a dad for you? What's the hardest part of being a mom for you? You see, we have our children and we do everything that we can to keep them safe. All the while we're bringing them up, we're trying to keep them safe. We're trying to instill goals and values and, show them the way to remain safe at all times. But at the same time, we are also raising our children to go out into the world. The exact opposite of protecting, That is a hard thing. That's a hard thing, because as a dad, as a parent, you always want to protect them, always. And I got one boy, I got two girls, and man, it's slightly different with those girls. It was just different. It was different between boys and girls. So I know as my girls get older, my son's all the way grown up. As my girls get older, it's gonna get worse and worse, because I'm gonna want to protect them. I'm gonna want to, but you can't. You have to develop those children to be the people that they need to be. So whenever they go out into the world, they have all the tools, all the skills. You've given them the map, you've given them the tools, and it's on from there. Is that part of the hardest part? Is the hardest part? Is it the fact that they will grow up? They will become actual real adults who make real decisions, and somehow, some way, happen to hurt other people along the way, or happen to get in trouble with law enforcement, or happen to do things that, you can't really be so proud of. Just the fact that your children will grow up, make decisions, and disappoint you. They're going to make their own mistakes, no matter how well you teach them, no matter how much you show them, no matter what kind of great example you are. They are going to go out there. They are going to make their own mistakes. And you are not going to agree with those mistakes most of the time. But that's still your child. That's still that child that grew up with you loving them, trying to protect them at all times. So, I mean, that right there is a hard part. And as far as being that good example is the hardest part, knowing that eventually you will see signs that reflect the sins of the father or the mother. We try to teach them right from wrong. We try to give them a map, give them the tools, but the sins of the parents will always show through. at some form, it will always show through. It always comes back to us to show our children how to become better and shake those sins that we still hold on to, no matter what it is. Even if you live in life as the most righteous individual on earth, you can still sharpen up and still do some things better. Whether it's just being nicer to people, quit involving yourself in lives of the others, fighting to where your children can hear it. Anything that these kids can see and anything that these kids can hear will have an impact on them. And sadly, the bad often is remembered and outweighs the good, just like all other situations in life. We gotta make strides to show our children that we are always growing. We have to show our children, we have to show the world, we have to show everyone that we are steadily changing. We are evolving as parents, as men, as women, as whoever you are. You need to be evolving, and your children need to see that. That needs to reflect into their eyes as when they look at you. They can see a progression of betterment. Because overall, that is a lesson in itself, is it not? At the end of the day, it's all the hardest part. Being a parent is a self-improvement type of job, quite honestly. The better that we can get and be, the better our children will be able to acknowledge. If we are all good people, imagine we can raise some great people. Happy Father's Day, man. Thank you all for your time and attention. I don't know when this Fathers of YouTube will officially kick off, or if it'll be every week, bi-weekly, or what we're gonna do. But we're getting a game plan in mind. So stick with me, man. And we'll be back. Till the next one. You all appreciate it. We out.
Coming for me, hope you ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head.